Sunshine and pleasant temps have led to a wide-open roof here this afternoon at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Like 20. I got you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, lift.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Goff now to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Shepard deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
That's trash.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Come on. Like 20. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. Close. Y'all playing close. My chance.
Throwing on third. Goff. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And the Browns first down.
We go tonight. Like 20. 3 bucks. Check 31. Check that.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Danny. 25. Check 25. Super.
Now Howard.
Check.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, 76. 76.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Go!
They're on 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 15-1. 15-1.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back. On your team. Leo.
Here's 2nd and 8. So that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You're the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
94.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Big grip. Big grip.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's going to be a long day.
Get it.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 49, check 49.
Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Avery Williamson able to record his 5th sack of the season. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Browns drive about to get started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Begin.
Hey, kill.
Check 4.
Rush in. Whirling.
They run with Harold. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go tonight. 180.
Here we go, team. Here I come. Watch the eye.
12. All right.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Room here to run. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. Yeah, pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
5.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's caught by Howard. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Wahoo!
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It'll cost your team.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Jim. No. Off.
They'll set up a throw. And that's Elliott, complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down. 18 Gator. Hey, high 7. Yep.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check. Shit.
Look at me. Door.
Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Run from the gun with Howard. And he gets takes this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Now Goff on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Howard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On third down, it's Howard. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
What? 20.
58's the money. On the ball. Check 50, check 50. Watch out, watch out.
5. Shoot. We go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Jordan Howard, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Rosas now to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a new way of doing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now or very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
They'll drop the throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver with that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Get it. Looking to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
On the set.
Check 55, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Here's Elliott. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Get him, boy.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Big stop, King. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood. Go out.
Check 37. Check 37.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Slam. Watch twist.
Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, stand off.
Shit. Watch the shit.
Hard.
Tight go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Watch QB drop. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You got nothing.
Leo.
You got nothing. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, check 20.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A quick throw now complete to Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Come on! 180! Value three! Value three!
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hold on. Check.
Check.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Chester. DC.
Check 99.
Obama.
Running with Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
180!
Watch the slant. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They go with Howard again. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Back now in Arlington, Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
Back to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Go tonight. 20. 2 for 66.
On second down, it's Dixon. That's the room to run now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenneth Dixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 31, Cowboys 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wide, get wide. Hey, watch this, watch this.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Cut. 120.
58, the money.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That's it, baby.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Line. 180.
Here we go, D. Watch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
We go. 76. 76.
Out of the gun. Braun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Trotty. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go to your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You got to have the football back for your offense.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
30 base.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Show it up. Show it up. Hey, Delta. 55. Mike, 55.
Check pass. Check pass. Q.
Now.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Check 55. Mike. It's a party now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Out. Check. Hey, Sam off. Hard. Check hot route. Hot. Back. Under Leo. Hey. High 7.
Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Check 20. Look at me. Score.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Right here. Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey, exit. Look. Squeeze.
I'm coming for you, son. Check 24. SOS. SOS.
Now on first down, they drop to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go. 10 logo. 50 fan. Hey, echo. Check 24.
Mike 5-4.
He'll drop to throw. And complete to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a counter touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Cut. 180.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Cleveland, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.